Hi everyone, I'm Poonam. Today I'm going to talk about all the different kinds of acrylic paints there are in the market, different brands that give you different textures and different outcomes. A lot of people have been asking me what I use and what I recommend, so I hope you enjoyed this video and I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. So there's a different bunch of them, and this one here is Sargent Art. It's fluid acrylic. So with this one, if I pour it on a plate or a palette, I'm just going to use a brush, a flat brush, and just dip it in a little bit of water. And then with this one, you can see how it's kind of mixing really easily. So when you put it on the canvas, it's really easy to use, okay? Stain pigment is very easy to use, kind of spreads really easily. And you might not even need to use so much water when you're using this kind of paint. The only problem with this one is when it dries, it dulls your painting, so it dries really dull. So I would stay away from these unless like you want to practice or something, you can use those. The other one, this one is Artist Loft, and it's the fluid acrylic. Let's see what this does, okay? Just gonna see. So again, I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of mix it. Okay, this is quite easy too. Let's see. Yeah, so this is, again, it's giving me a nice flow. Really nice flow right there. Yeah, and I'm not using too much water either. So yeah, Artist Loft is, the fluid acrylics for Artist Loft are really good if you're a beginner, as well as an artist as well. I mean, they're just depends on what kind of outcome you're looking for, but this is great, and it does dry really nice and shiny too. Like it dries, it doesn't dull out your painting. So this is a good one to use. Let's see what's next. Okay, let's try the satin acrylic paint. This one is Darius. You get these ones, I think, in Walmart. They're like $1 or 50 cents. Okay, so with these ones, again, you can see it's already flowing so much on my plate right there. Let's see what it does. Okay, just make sure the brush is nice and clean and dry, and my brush doesn't have too much water. So yeah, again, this one's really nice and easy to use. So not using too much water here, okay? So, and yeah, if you're using a satin finish, obviously it's going to dry really nice and shiny. It's not going to be dull. So this one's really good paint too. So I would recommend, if you are, beginning, you can actually use these little tubes too. They're not bad. Then we have the apple barrel right there, the light blue. Let's see. This one again is a flow acrylic. Don't have much left. There we go. So yeah, this one, let's see what it does. And I've used these ones a couple of times. Really liked them. Let's see. Nice flow right there. And you can already feel and see that the pigment is bright. And yeah, it definitely does dry really nice and bright. So I would definitely go for this one too if I'm beginning. So apple barrel, these again you can get in Walmart. You can get them in Michael's. I've not seen them in Hobby Lobby, but they might be there, maybe in the craft section or something. Okay, now these ones obviously are very, very popular. The Liquitex Basics. So let's see what these. Now again, if you notice, when you squeeze it out of the tube, it's kind of thick. The pigment is thick. It's not flowy like the other ones that we've been using. So let's see what this does, okay? All right, so this one, again, my brush is, it doesn't have a lot of water. It's pretty dry. So you want to make sure, I'm just making sure that my brush is really dry. I'm not using too much water. Now let's see. Okay, you can see that thickness, right? You can see that brightness and how opaque it is, okay, as compared to the rest of them. Especially if you compare that to the black right there. Okay, very opaque, good coverage. Yeah, I haven't used water yet. My brush is a little wet, but not very, so. But I love that coverage that it's giving me. So I would recommend these if you really want to give someone a gift, or you want your painting to actually look really nice. I would go for these ones that come in a tube. They are a little more expensive, but you can always use coupons, especially at Michael's, and they always have sales, so you can watch out for those. All right, this one, Artist Loft, again the tube. Let's see. I also like these very much. Let's see. It's gray. Again, I don't have too much water on my brush, but you should always have a damp brush, okay? So this one again is easy, but it does have, the pigment is thicker. Okay, kind of mixed it with the purple there, but I like it. I mean, it's not bad at all. But again, for this one, you would need a little more paint to kind of cover it up. So I would say Liquitex Basics and Artist Loft, they're pretty similar, these two, and I like these. I really like them. I have a big tub of this one, the Craft Smash. You must have seen these, very common. They even come in small tubes. This one is from Michael's. It's pretty hard. Okay, you know what? We can go ahead and use another one, and then we'll come back to that one. This one, Acrylic Fine Touch. These are my favorite, like very thick pigment, okay? And when they dry, they are beautiful. They dry so nicely, like they make your painting look so shiny, and I love it. The outcome after your painting dries is amazing. Again, you can see how thick, look at how thick that is. Wow, beautiful. You can just see that, look at the difference between this and that blue, okay? So yeah, this is beautiful. Like, I am in love with these, so I would totally ask you to get these ones if you are really serious about painting. Acrylic Fine Touch, the Fine Touch, well, they're usually on sale sometimes, like maybe every few weeks. You can check in Hobby Lobby, they have like a 50% off. Now let's see what the next one is. So the last but not the least, Craft Smart. They do come in smaller tubes too. I just decided to get the blue one because it was easier to open. All right, so let's see, comparing it to the other blue, see what it does. So I haven't really put any water in there. So easy to use, very easy to use. Covers up an area, the surface area really fast. Okay. Not bad at all. So if you're a beginner, you could use Craft Smart too. And I know they dry really nicely too. They don't give a dull dry. So yeah, pretty easy going. Yeah. So, but you can see the difference between this blue and that blue. This is obviously more opaque. All right, with one, like a few brush strokes right there with the paint. That one is a little more opaque than this one at the bottom, the Craft Smart. This one was Apple Barrel. I like it too, it's not bad. This one, Liquitex, nice coverage. But the Liquitex is the one that come in the tube, the basics. This one, Artist Loft, again, it's the basic one. Not bad. The coverage is okay. It's not bad. I like this one too. Nice satin finish. So that's just nice. Artist Loft, the fluid acrylic. Sargent. I mean, it's okay, but it's, again, I've done a lot of paintings using this before, and the outcomes haven't been the best. I do have a few paintings that I will probably share later, but yeah, I would stay away from those. But the rest of them are good, and I hope this tutorial was helpful.